I'm literally driving. Anyways, so I'm dying. I wanted to post a different video. I was supposed to be filming a different video, but I'm on my way to the emergency room. I'm not supposed to eat, not supposed to drink, not supposed to drive myself. But everybody I know decided to go out of town. My mom, her husband, both my sisters, my friend. Like, so driving myself, and I'm just gonna vlog. And people, the hospital people, whatever, it's freaking me out. Like, no, you need to come to the emergency room, like, right now. I'm probably like 3 minutes away, so I can't explain everything right now. But I might have to get emergency surgery, and I hope that I don't. But if I do, it'll be a vlog moment. I'm literally gonna tell them to, like, hey, excuse me, I know I'm dying. Can you just vlog this for my channel? And yeah, so I'll catch up when I get there. Wait, pause. Yes, that's the doctor's hand right in my crotch area. This video is all over the place, but just stay with it, and I swear it would explain itself. Okay, so currently dying, or whatever, dying teens. I got here, and they were like, the doctors came in, and they were like looking at it, and they were like, one more time. Like trying to figure out what it was. Now they have to scan it and do all this weird stuff. I have an IV in my arm, and they're gonna, I don't know, like something to, like, some fluids and tubes and stuff to see what exactly everything is. And now I'm scared. And like, also they were trying to figure out what it was or is currently, and like, it's never a good thing for them to just be like confused. You know what I mean? I'm like, why can't I have something normal? Why can't I have something simple? And they're like, well, that's a rare place for, I'm just like, anyways, I would show the IV, but I don't want to be that type of person. Maybe I will. A little, I haven't even looked at myself because that stuff grosses me out, but, you know, the hospital teens, for the ones that like it, a little, all right. So at this point, a man comes, tells me to get in this wheelchair, starts pushing me down this long hallway or whatever. And at this point, I'm like, you know, kind of whatever. But I didn't know that he was pushing me to my doom, to my death, like a dungeon, a torture device. And there it is. Horrid. So this was after the torture device, and he was pushing me back out of the room after maybe 5-10 minutes of being in there dying, and being tortured and screaming. But I'll explain later what the machine was and how that went. But it was horrible. So now they have to come in here and have like a abs, I don't know, like something huge and like gross that they have to like pop, or like not pop, but like drain. That's the medical term, drain. Like, it's gross. And now I'm just in here lying down. Look, let me flip this around. The dying teens. Literally dying. Okay, I'm gonna catch you all up with what happened in a minute. Yikes. Yeah, so it's been like 2 weeks since the last clip you just seen. So pretty much, that was one of the worst days of my life. And this is like my third attempt filming this outro situation, story time-ish, what happened. And I filmed it and it was perfect. I don't even know if it was perfect because I didn't get to watch it, but I accidentally deleted the footage a week ago. So at that time when I was filming this, I was like, ooh, it's been a week. And now I'm like, it's been 2 weeks since the last piece of footage you've seen. So in this video, therefore, what happened was, are you ready? So I was building furniture, moving furniture, etc., like furniture or things. I build things. That's like a thing now. So I was moving furniture, and then like a couple days later, I noticed I had like this painful, like big thing, right? Like right below the waist level, right? So then I was like, yo, like that's weird. Let me Google it. Like, let's see what Google says, right? So then Google is telling me like I self-diagnosed myself through Google, and it says that like, yo, like for that specific spot that you're saying or whatever, you have like, what was it? Like and it was like specific for like that area, like made perfect sense for like you get them when you're like heavy lifting or whatever and you lift wrong or something. Even though I didn't think I was really heavy lifting like that, I was like, yo, like it wasn't that heavy, whatever. But like I guess things happen, and that like part of your intestines, so like things are going to get grosser so throughout this video, like way worse. Part of your intestines like pops through the ab muscles or something like that, the lower ab muscles. So I was like, yo, like I'm a grandpa, like I can't even lift things now, like whatever. So then I was looking up at home remedies, stuff like that to get rid of it or whatever. I'm talking about eating aloe vera. I was going to Home Depot, eating plants, like chopping up the things in the kitchen, eating them, aloe vera plants. I was icing it, heating it, and everything like that. And then there was this last thing that was like, yo, you could try to push it back in. And I'm like, yo, this thing's painful to the touch, but we gotta do what we gotta do so that it doesn't get worse or whatever like that. Because at this point, it's probably been like 6 days. And it's just been like this fat, like gross, like lump or whatever, right? So then also, I wanted to see like exactly what was going on. And because, you know, haven't been getting no business around here. So like things were kind of like jungly. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what, let's pull out the lawnmower and let's just and let's see what's going on down there. So then I get rid of all the weeds and stuff like that, right? like wow, like this is a mountain or whatever. Like this thing, like wow, great. So at this point, I was trying to push it back in, and I just like couldn't because it hurt so bad. So then I called in my stepbrother or whatever, and I'm like, hey, yeah, like I need you to do something else weird again or whatever. Like there's this lump thing like right down there. I just need you to like right, and I'm just gonna lay there like and like scream, right? So then we was doing that and it just wasn't working, and I was like, it was too painful or whatever. So then the following day I decided to call the hospital, and I was like, because I hate going to the hospital for like things that just you don't require to go to the hospital, because like they charge you, you go to the emergency room like minimum like $1,200 just to like hi, you know what I mean? Like you go to the emergency room and you're just like, hi, I have like a hangnail. They're like, great, here's a band-aid, $1,200, thanks. So like I would call first, and then I was on the phone with them or whatever, and they were like, okay, like what's, you know, do you have this, what's the symptoms, da da da. And then I tell them everything, and they're like, are you serious? Like, no, like, you're serious? No, like,
you need to come in right now. They're like, do not eat anything, do not drink anything. You need to have somebody drive you and
drop you off here. And at this point, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm dying. Like, you know what I mean? They're like if it's painful like that to the touch, then I mean the blood flow could be getting cut off or whatever, and da da da, and it could stop your digestion and stuff like that. And I'm like I'm gonna die. Like I already got IBS. Like I'm already like I almost already died. But that's like another story for like a different situation where stomach problems. So at this particular point, it's spring break, so like everybody is out of town. Everybody that I know is out of town. So I'm like actually everybody I know, everybody is out of town. So I'm like, great. I'm just gonna have to drive myself here or whatever, and then hopefully I don't have to get surgery or things. So it's like I'm gonna go my whole life without getting surgery unless it's like cosmetic and it's something that like, you know, I don't know. So then I drive myself to the hospital or whatever, and that's what that one clip was. I don't know how I'm going to chop this video. Like, maybe this is going to be the beginning. Maybe that's going to be the beginning. But, like, that's where that clip was or whatever, me driving to the hospital, right? So then get there and stuff like that, and then they do, like, the most. Like, blood tests, urine tests, IVs, putting weird chemicals into me that, like... And then on top of that, it's like we're still getting into this like this Rona vibe up in the air, like whatever this virus situation. So I already don't like going to hospital. So for me to be in there and like people are just like coughing and they're like asking people at the door like, you got corona, like you've been tested, like you good, right before they let people in. But like who's gonna be like, oh, yeah, like, I got the Rona. Like, nobody's, like, you don't even really know unless you get tested, and that's not even like a every hospital thing or whatever. So then there's like people in there coughing, and I'm like gross. Like, I'm in here just for like a weird lump, like Mountain Hill, and these people are coughing on me. But then I had to like utilize my time and like make TikToks and make it a vlog moment. Yeah, that's the thing now. I make TikTok videos. It's been a while. Like, wow. So yeah, follow me on TikTok. So I made some TikTok videos or whatever, and then this man called me to he pulled up or whatever with his wheelchair. It's like, hey, like, get in the wheelchair, etc., etc. I'm like, I can walk. Like, I mean, it's kind of painful, but like, I can walk, right? And then I get in a wheelchair, and then he rolls me into like this dungeon. I mean, it's so dramatic, but like a dungeon. Like, it was like a dark, like actually dark room, like dim lighting, this fat machine where like you lay down and like die in it. Like, it looks like something you lay on before they like push you into the cremating machine. Like, that's what it like was or whatever. And like, no shade or whatever, but like the guy or the man was like giving me like oh, geez, I hope he does. He just reminded me of like the Scary Movie guy from like Scary Movie, like this guy with like the like that guy, like that guy, like this guy right here. So like pushed me in the wheelchair, and I was like, great. And then told me to lay down or whatever. The machine like had my name on and everything like that. Like, this machine was like the ultimate machine. I haven't even looked at my bill yet. It's probably gonna be like $5,000 just because of that machine or whatever. Like, there's like Alexa, the little and then there's like Alexandria, like this machine that I got in, like Alexa's great grandmother, this fat machine that I laid in. And then he like put this IV in me or whatever, and then it was like flaming, like burning or whatever. He was like, yo, so like it's gonna hurt or whatever. But he took it out, and I was like actually screaming. He was like, yeah, so like that was just a test run. Like, we're gonna plug it back up, and it's gonna be in there for like a couple minutes, and it's gonna like burn intensely. You're gonna feel like you peed on yourself. You're gonna get like heat flashes. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna feel it go throughout your entire body. Your mouth is gonna get foamy. And I'm like, great. So then he does that or whatever, it leaves, and at this point I'm literally in there like in the machine. The thing's like, breathe, hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just in the machine like with the thing plugged in right here. It was the worst experience, like, actually of my life. Like, probably worse than going to jail. Memories make me tear up. It's like, no. And I would equivalent it with like a scarier feeling in jail, because like in jail, like, yeah, but like people be dying in jail because like the way things are set up. But with hospital chemical like torture vibes, like that's what I was getting. I was like, I'm gonna die. So that was probably like a more scary experience for me, being in there with like needles and like things and blades and like wheelchairs, like, you know what I mean? Like when somebody's okay, things, whatever. Anyways, I get out the machine, lets me out, push me back or whatever to his office waiting room stuff. And then after that, this other doctor comes, tells me to go into this little room or whatever. He's like, yeah, so we got your results back, and you actually have like a fat, like huge like abscess. Like, he's like, and it's an odd like an odd place to get one, because like we've never like really seen this area before, like whatever. I'm just like, great, like thanks. Like I swear every time I go to a hospital or something like that, they're always like, wow, we've never seen this before. And I'm just like, thanks, I'm a mutation. Like, everything that I have is just like something rare, right, for that area. So then he's like, so yeah, we're gonna have to like slice it open and like drain it. I'm like, slice it what? God, wait, who? But then it was hurting so bad, like this, like this, like ow. Like, it was actually like that, like ouch, like screaming. Like, that's the pain level it was at or whatever. So I'm like, you know, fine. Then the nurse is like, yeah, so go ahead and change out of your clothes, whatever. And I couldn't even get out of my clothes. Like, she had to help me get out of them. And that was just like embarrassing in itself. And then I'm like in this gown or whatever, this gown somewhere, whatever. And then they come in there and they're like, yeah, so we're gonna stick this fat needle in it. He actually said tiny needle, but to me it was a big needle, because it's like like, you know, doctors, they're like, this tiny little needle, and the needle's this long. Tiny. So, anyways, I knew things were just gonna go wrong, right? So I'm like squeezing the nurse's hand or whatever. The doctor comes around, and then it's like weird because, hello, like it's already weird having people like strangers like look down there, but it's even weirder. Like I didn't even like get to line it up right. You know what I mean? Like I literally just went through with the lawnmower and was just like trying to see what was going on. So at this point, when they're like looking at it, it's just like a mess or whatever. It's like things, right? So then I'm just like it's not cute at all. And then they have that fat light like hanging over, like, you know, when you go to the dentist and they have that light that and then they put it over your mouth like that, like over my crotch area. And then there's just like, and I'm like, I'm so like, just in my mind, like I can't even like apologize for it not being like nice. You know what I mean? Just like I'm sorry. Like I didn't expect to be here. So then he like gets the needle or whatever. Like it's just gonna be like a pinch and then it's gonna hurt or whatever. He sticks that needle in. By far, the most painful thing I've ever dealt with in life, besides like tooth pain. Like, and this, y'all don't understand. Like, everything from the waist down for either gender is like a different level of pain experience, right? So he sticks the needle in, and then just like keeps pushing it in, right? Pushing it in. And he's like, it's gonna go like right, like it's gonna go in and then like over, and it's gonna go like right under a layer of skin, right? For the numbing medicine. I'm just like, first of all, I know, I'm looking at the syringe thing. I'm like, I know all of that numbing medicine is not like, it's gonna be bad, right? So he keeps pushing, and then boom, like actually this. Like I can't even explain. Like this is what happened. Like this, like a fat eruption, just like hit the ceiling, hit the wall, and it was like whoa. And then like the nurse I was squeezing her hand or whatever, she was like looking at my face, and then she was like, and like obviously I wasn't looking down there, so I'm just like, and like things hit the ceiling, and I'm like, wow, this is like so embarrassing. But like in my mind, I'm just like, it's so painful that I can't even like think about the embarrassing fact. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like are they gonna charge me extra because somebody has to like wipe these walls down? And then in the midst of this Rona, like me and my bodily fluids like hitting the walls and ceiling. Like this is actually embarrassing. So then he goes around, comes back with more numbing stuff, sticks it in there or whatever, and then it just like boom again. And then he's like, all right, so now I'm about to start cutting it in or whatever. And I'm like, cutting in it? Like, did everything not explode? Like what just exploded? Like, was that not all of it? Is that not enough for you? So he gets the blade and he's like, do you feel anything? Like, is it painful, like cutting in? I'm like, I actually still feel things, but like, go ahead. And then he's like, all right, whatever. And then it's just like right in my crotch area, and things are just like, gross, right? Love that. Anyways, yeah, so then they like patched it up, everything like that, and then it was just like a hot mess, and I was like, FML. And yeah, that's actually what happened. And so many people been asking me on Snapchat, like, what happened? So like, that's what happened. Like, people thought that I got something cut off or like did something or like weird or whatever, like had a mishap or like cut a part of this, I don't know. So this is what happened, yeah. Welcome to my life. I didn't ask for this. You didn't ask for this, but here we are. So, yeah. And then after that, patched everything up. I was supposed to go straight home and like not be doing things because it was like like oozing for like days, and they're like, don't shower. Anyways, me going to Walmart, because I live at Walmart, like essentially, I was at Walmart fresh out the hospital and had the thing patched up right here, patched up, and there like patches coming out of my underwear, like right there or whatever. I'm in house shoes. I'm in like pajama pants, like walking through this this Walmart, and then this girl comes up to me and she's like, oh my gosh, and like hugs me, and I'm like Mr. Krabs meme. Like looking ugly, like looking a mess, like what's going on? And then she was like, I recognize you from like TikTok, like oh my gosh. And I was like, what? Like this is so embarrassing, like of all times. Like wow, like thank you. Like Wow, like first panicking kind of, but like I looked fried, fresh out the hospital, like just oozing fluids down my leg in these pajama pants, and here we are. So anyways, that happened, and yeah, so that's my life. Sad, tragic, nobody asked for it. I didn't deserve that, you know what I mean? And like in the wake of spring break, I thought I was gonna be getting my Thottim on, and then it's just like, you know, God was like, sit down, sit down, sit down, lumps, like, great. Anyways, it's been about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and change, possibly. Actually a little less than 2 weeks, and everything's good down there now. Like, we're fine, we're good. Everything's pretty much back to normal, almost. You know, nobody's complaining. Like, anyone that's seen it since then, it's just like great, like wonderful, like it's beautiful. So like, it's good. So we're good, it's good, you're good, great. Nice to meet you. And yeah, this was my experience, me in the hospital, like nobody else has, like nobody else. Anyways, I'm glad you were here for this. And yeah, so you didn't like this video, I know, like whatever, but like for more videos that you would like, comment, share, subscribe, things, follow me on all my social media at Zachariah DeMilo. TikTok is pretty much my thing now. So yeah, so until next time. What is my life?